Yes, proceed. Are you done?
Mr. Speaker, I was just inviting you to make a determination whether the senator was in order to contravene standing order number 101 by one, Mr. Speaker, casting aspersion.
101 is very wide. Which of these subsections or 101 are you referring to?
Mr. Speaker, allow me to read it out.
Please do.
Mr. Speaker, understanding 101, it speaks to content of speech, and no senator shall impute improper motive on 114 to any other senator or to a member of the National Assembly except upon a specific substantive motion of which at least 3 days' notice has been given, calling in question the conduct of that senator or member of the Assembly. Mr. Speaker, as you heard, the senator had repeatedly said that the statement which was being made here was false. And she went on and justified why she thought it was false. And secondly, Mr. Speaker, she said that they have been deliberately denying her recognition in the committee, even on her own industry within the committee. Mr. Speaker, that amounts to me casting aspersions against the chair and the committee. So I was inviting you to make a determination, Mr. Speaker, if indeed the member was observing standing order number 101. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Boni.
Yes.
If I had Senator Gloria, and the Hansard will bear me witness, she stood and stated that the report the report actually contains certain expressions that may not necessarily be true. For example, it talks about having dealt with statements that it did not actually deal with. And she went ahead to state those statements, her own statement that had requested, that are yet to be dealt by that particular committee. But in the report, the committee said it dealt with. I think it's a very valid concern. As a senator, if you rise to seek a statement and a committee comes to lay a report saying they dealt with that particular statement, and you as a senator, you know very well that that was my statement and it has never been dealt with, then it's within your right to raise and say that report contains misinformation. And that is exactly what Senator Gloria has said. So after I was waiting for her to conclude her remarks, and then I'll invite the chair of ICT to indeed confirm if it's true that her statements are yet to be dealt with. Then we get an undertaking from the chairperson standing committee ICT as to when those statements are going to be dealt with. I think it's a valid concern from the Senate. Senator Gloria, I think we've concluded that matter, Senator Boni.
Mr. Speaker, for purposes of clarity, the definition of false is not according with the truth of
proceed,
facts.
Senator Gloria. We are done. Proceed to make your
Mr.
comment.
Speaker, as I was saying, the issues that I'm raising is the fact that we are raising statements. We are pushing business from the floor of the House. It is being referred to committees. And this particular committee, Mr. Speaker, because I have served there as a vice chair, and I'm now not a member of that committee, is actually, there are a lot of red flags. And I'm just saying that when I hear that there's a report that my statements have been dealt with, and I know that they have not been dealt with, then I'm trying to highlight, that it is a false statement. And Mr. Speaker, on the issue of the Konza bill, Mr. Speaker, and correct me if I'm wrong, any member of the House who sponsors a bill, the bill is referenced to the sponsor. Every other time that a report has been brought, and particularly today, I was keen to actually follow the report from the ICT committee. They have omitted my name as a sponsor. Mr. Speaker, I'm raising this issue because I know right now that there are talks that they are trying to find a way to actually pull the bill from the Senate and take it to the National Assembly, Mr. Speaker. So I am asking so that I can be guided. When we bring statements and business and bills, Mr. Speaker, and I have worked on the Konza bill. I have put in time and effort on the Konza bill, Mr. Speaker. So to hear and to see, actually through the Hansard and what is happening, that there is some sort of, let me say, cartelism to literally push down the bill, Mr. Speaker, I have to rise and actually comment on the floor of the House and ask, is this in order? So, Mr. Speaker, I urge you, and I don't know which channel to follow, because I have tried the motion channel, it takes too long. I have tried the statement channel. As you can see, they're actually saying they've expedited my statements, yet they have not. So, Mr. Speaker, I am left to now rise on a point of order to ask, how else are we going to conduct business?